Hey guys, 4 months in. I know it's not a lot, but it's a lot for me. I'm Ed, and this is my retirement 4 months in. It's been fantastic. Today, I'm on my way running an errand. I went and got the TSA pre-check done. You guys ever do that for airline flights? You know, when you go through security and you got to wait in line. So my wife and I are doing again, has to do with retirement, but we're doing one of our bucket list items. We're doing a trip in the fall. And my wife has a clearance, so she doesn't have to wait in those lines, but I do. So I just went and spent $80 and got my fingerprints and all my documents taken care of so that I can be TSA pre-check approved. Pre-check approved, excuse me. So hopefully that means we'll use it in the next 5 years. It's good for 5 years, and that's part of my retirement. So now that I'm in, it's been great, in all honesty, guys. People put these YouTube videos out, you know, the top 5 things you got to do. You need this and you need that. Let me just tell you straight up and straight out, guys. It feels like already like a new normal. I mean, I know I'm super lucky and I'm fortunate. I'm basically retired independent contractor. I'm a licensed contractor. I used to remodel houses and stuff like that. And I decided to stop by 60. That was my plan. No, I'm not Social Security age. But I had some money saved in a Roth IRA and a traditional. And I told myself, if I can pay down my bills to whatever I can do, make it more manageable, and then live off my savings for a while, and decide if I want to take Social Security at 62, or if I don't have any income coming in, or if I have some side hustles where I'm making money, then I'll wait. And that's what I'm doing. I'm living off my savings, guys. And here's what I found after 4 months. So, number one, the day-to-day thing. It's been great because, like I've said before, I try to do one anchor thing a day, and the rest of the day I just let it fill in around that. Today, my anchor thing was going down to the DMV to get my TSA pre-check taken care of. That's very important for me. So hopefully, over the next couple of years, my wife and I will take a trip. You know, maybe once a year, we'll get on an airline flight, go somewhere, and then use it so that we can get through the lines quicker. But that's not really to do with this video. This video is really to tell you that retirement's been great, guys. I was afraid. I was a little nervous when I first did it. Like most people, I use YouTube to help me figure out, is it a good idea? Can it be done? And I watch a lot of retirement people. There's a lot of good folks like you guys out there. And I'm just one of the regular people, right? But what really got me, more than like how much did you save? I didn't save enough. What were my regrets? Because we all have those. What really got me, and this is true, is we only have so much time left on this earth, guys. When you get older like me, like I'm 60, we'll be 60 next month, your health is not guaranteed. And thank God, I feel pretty fortunate. My health is pretty good right now, but we have a lot of family and friends that are dealing with stuff, and it's scary. It's really scary. So that was my wake-up call. That was like, hey, take this time now and just spend some time on yourself. If you're like me, you're not used to spending time on yourself. So that's what I've been realizing the last couple months. And not in a selfish way. Like my kids, I have twins that just graduated college this year. My daughter's like, hey, Dad, can we go down the beach together? So I took some time during the middle of the week, went down the beach with her when she wasn't working. Would never have been able to do that before. Both her and my other son, they asked me to come visit up my son's place in New York. We went together, 3 people on a trip. Again, it was only a 3-day trip, right? Not a lot of money, a bus trip and a hotel for one night. But it's about family time, guys. It's about doing what you want to do. That's the main difference in retirement. You're on your own schedule. So how is it for me? I'm fortunate, number one, that the stock market's been good. Because not to really go over a lot of numbers, but to be honest with you, when I first stopped, that first month, I still had some money in the bank from my job, from jobs I was doing. But after I paid bills and used that up, then it came time to take a withdrawal from the IRA, right? And then, you spend your whole life saving. It's kind of odd to take that withdrawal because you're like, I don't want to touch that. But I'm like, hey, I got to do it. So I think I took $3,000 out that first time. And you're like, okay, what's with $3,000? Well, that paid, some of the bills I had to do, the electric bill that I pay and some of the other things, car insurance. And then I still have bills. We still have a mortgage that my wife and I split. But I was able to use that money in a way where I didn't go out and bought. That's one thing. Another thing. I know I'm rambling and riffing here, but excuse me. Like, I've kind of scaled back on the day-to-day. Like, I'm taking this video right now as I did my, on the way to that TSA thing. And there's a fast food place over there. I could probably go grab some breakfast, but I didn't. Retirement. I got spring water and I got a healthy granola bar. You guys might be laughing at me, but these are smart buys at Costco, right? Inexpensive, healthy, and it saves me from dropping 10 or 15 bucks there to drive through, and you do that a couple times. So number one, in retirement, I've been learning how to scale back and not buy things I don't really need. I've done 2 withdrawals now, like I say, from my IRA. I've paid the bills I had to pay. And what I've found, though, in all honesty, the stock market, now I know the world the way it is with oil prices and stuff, and the war that was going on there overseas, things are up and down. But luckily, the amount I have now is essentially the same as it was 4 months ago. I've taken out $6,000, and luckily in that time, the interest has come back and it's back where it was. Very fortunate. I pay attention to my investments now a little more than I did. So I've changed in some allocations where they're at, but I'm making the money that I saved work for me. And that kind of is blowing my mind, because my wife's like, how's it going? She doesn't ask me a lot of business like that. I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm playing on house money. Like, I know I'm lucky. If you're out there watching and you don't have it, I'm not trying to be boastful, but I'm just trying to be honest and transparent here. I was the guy who was afraid to, stop early, but I did it. And I've been fortunate because I've been filling my schedule in with things I have never had time for, getting a lot of stuff done around the house, which I know, blah, blah, boring. We have an RV down the beach. We've been going down there on the weekends, spending time with our friends. We're lucky to have some great friends, and we spend time with them more often than we did before. And then I do stuff with my kids. That's really my priority. I've learned along the way, don't tell everybody else your news. I could tell you a lot of stories. I don't want to bore you, but when you retire, if you're thinking of doing it, it's your business. It's your business only, unless you want to share it. And then your money, the money if you have enough to sustain you, like I say, living for a little while until you need side hustle or you get some Social Security, that's your business. Don't tell anybody that, because people can get jealous. Even if you're trying to help people, I told one person at work, and it's perceived one way, but just keep your stuff on the down low. Nobody needs to know but you. But the retirement part, I encourage you, if you're like me and you're considering doing it, step off the end of that ladder. You get there, not the ladder, the diving board, you get to the very end. Do I want to do it? Do it. Because at the end, I'm telling you, you've only got, if you're like me, if you're almost 60, how many summers do you have left? This has been one of the best summers I've had since I can remember. I retired in May. We're almost to the middle of August, and man, it's been great. It's really been great. So I encourage you, if you have your health, that's got to be your priority. If you don't have your health, work on that. If you're still working, work on your health, guys. Get your diet in order. Exercise to whatever degree you can. Walk. Get rid of the evil, the toxic people in your life. That social media stuff is okay, unless you're like me. I had a couple toxic people on there that want to bring their drama. I got rid of them. You're gone. I don't need your drama. I don't need your negative energy. That's what I've learned right here. You can have a great life regardless of where you are if you make conscious decisions to live that. You have to choose to do that. If there's negative people in your life, get rid of them, no matter how close they are to you. So that was a big one too. But other than that, I just wake up grateful. I pray every day, try to help people, be kind. One of the things, like I always say, I ask people, how are you doing? How's your day? I find myself out a lot at Costco or, shopping, or if we go out to eat, or we're somewhere, with my wife, and you're with a salesperson or a young girl, a cashier or something. How's your day going? Man, the way these people light up, honestly, they're like, I'm good, thanks. And they're like, this day's tough. I don't feel like being here. Or, wow, nobody asked me. A lot of people expect to be waited on, like these other people, owe them something. Nah, we're all in this world together. That's one thing I've really been enjoying, is the conversation with people as I go down this road. So I just wanted to share a quick update. I know I've been rambling, but tap the like button if you agree and enjoy any of this conversation. I'm trying to just share with you what my journey's been like. And I want to encourage you, if you're like me, you were a little nervous doing it, save some money, If you can only afford to do it part-time retirement, take 1 day a week off, I encourage you to do that. Because the time you take now for yourself and your family, you'll never get back. You'll never get it back, guys. You know, nobody ever passed away and say, wow, I should have worked harder. I wish I would have worked longer. Nah. It's about, you know, being who you are and enjoying that. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Be kind. Have a great day. Later.